Well, I just got out of bed a couple minutes ago. It was 4:40, and I haven't had my coffee yet. I just started recording without putting the mic on. That's funny. I'm tired. I need my coffee with my choa tea to wake up in the morning. When I was younger, I used to hit the ground running. Wake up and zoom. See, time now is 4:44. um, the number 4 stands for fortitude. A double 4 is a double elders number, which means strong fortitude, and triple elders number 444 is very powerful fortitude. This is going to be as short as possible, to the point. And I need to say now, I need to say this right now. This isn't, this is about me. This is about my job. Excuse me. This is about everything I love, which is everything. This is about something that's going to happen one way or the other soon. What I actually am, as you awaken, you become aware. What does it mean to awaken? It's when you become aware. It's as you awaken, you become more aware of who you really are, your abilities, your different metaphysical abilities, intuition, your ability to see, to use your scanner up here, okay, to actually see things like remote view, to use your pineal energy field here to see multidimensionally, your gut for your gut feeling, your heart for feeling things. Y'all are incredible beings, and you're not aware of it. Very few of you are. As you awaken, you find out you're more than who you thought you were. You also, the more you awaken, understand more about what's going on around you. Those of you that know me, especially have been around me, I'm not going to tell you anything you don't already know. Those of you that are just tuning in, those of you that have been watching me for a while, you'll have a feeling about something. But it's not the same as knowing. There's a lot of problems in the structure that actually runs your lives. There's a lot more going on in creation other than what's going on in your life. And that's a very important thing for all of you to know, to understand. Who runs your lives? Is there a God? Is there a big bunny rabbit? Is there nothing? I've explained pretty much what's on the other side. I've told you so much in my personal life to let it go one way or the other, just so you have the information of what I've gone through while I was doing my job here. I didn't tell you everything. I couldn't. It's easy enough for people that don't know me and have a closed mind, or they're too much about their self to open up their minds to the possibilities of what's around them, that actually call me arrogant. It's fine, it doesn't mean much. I've used the analogy before about being like a fireman that's putting out a fire because he cares. He's got to put the fire out. That's his job. That's what he's made for. And someone coming up and the little kid looking at him who doesn't really understand, and he's saying, I don't like the way you're putting the fire out, or I don't like what you're wearing when you put the fire out, or whatever. Another analogy is going up to a janitor. He's saying, I don't like the technique you use to mop the floor. And the janitor just looks at the employee that's there and just kind of smiles and just keeps working. Because every morning, the people that go to work there, they come into a clean floor. What I am inside, my spirit, that sentient energy, is the strongest, biggest, baddest thing there is that's ever been in the body. It's never been this strong, never. There's trillions of planets with at least 100 million beings on it. None of them are anything like what's in me. When you talk about something, you have to give it a name. Just so as you talk about something, you know, you can refer back to who you're talking about or what you're talking about. That's why I was given a long time ago to name the spirit inside me, Ara. Without going into any big detail, it's the protector. It's from the very beginning. If you really want to know what's out there, folks, this isn't a plug. This is information. Okay? This book here tells you what's out there on the other side. And the second book that's like that, this is small. It's only 134 pages. The second book is 412 pages. It should have been 4 books, or at least a lot more than 600 pages. It's all I thought I had time for because I was on a time frame to leave. I have animals that I support, people that by doing these consults I've been doing, that y'all have been, your money comes in and it goes out and helps people, helps animals. I stopped doing that early because there was a given time frame for things to happen. It doesn't have to do about me. As far as, you know, my benefit, it's not about me. The money comes in and goes right out. I got to get out of here. Y'all know that I've said that, but you need to understand something. I am leaving. I have to go. It's not just these immediate animals and people that rely on me, but once Ara comes out of this body, once what I am inside, I'm not even going to say Ara, it's me inside, okay? Let it be what it is. I need to get out. I talk about the firefight in the Pacific, then the Atlantic, all the animals dying. That's happening anyway. My energy's doing that outside of the body. My energy that's inside me, I talk to some of you and you're strong, and I tell you, like some of these gurus, they're so busy wanting to blow their own horns. They're talking about, and a lot of you say that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason. I've never come out like this. But I have to because of what I might have to do real soon. I want you to understand why. That's the whole reason for this. You have to understand why. All my life I've had nothing. You know, I've worked hard to get some stuff. Never had a new car or anything, but I've always given. Sometimes more than I had, just to help others, take care of them, especially animals. But I have a job, and I have to complete it, and I cannot do it in a body. When you're in a body, folks, you're locked up. I mean, you are so locked inside this thing, it's you have to become awake and aware to understand. But it's what's inside me that is going to run the other side until Lily gets there, and Lily will be, her energy's already there, but she'll be involved. She's the compassion that's necessary for the destruction that I'm going to bring. And I'm not talking about destroying the world. I'm talking about destroying the abusers. Big difference. ISIS. What the hell is ISIS doing? Running around doing what it's doing. Killing, murdering people. What's going on with this destruction of the animals? Look at the abuse of the animals. They're all leaving. I told you that. There's a video that just came up. I told you about the whales. This guy, the gentleman that's on that website, Dabo77, he gets a little excited about things when he says stuff, but he is giving you some information that's relevant. Okay? It can't happen properly until I get out of here, but the animals are going, period. That's the end of it. New bodies are coming in less than 2,000 years. In 100 years, this world won't be the same. I've got stuff I put in book 2 that's going to happen in 2016. I got to get out of here for it to happen. Okay? What's in me is going to run things. Like it or not, it doesn't matter. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Right now, a lot of you that I've talked to, a lot of you just coming in will think this darn near crazy, except you can look at me and you know that I'm serious. So you say either this guy's really what he says he is, or he's totally gone crazy and that's what he thinks he is. Your choice. We have to have our own affirmations, our own examples of truth to understand and make decisions regarding everything in life. So, Dr. Parker in Atlanta, you came to me years ago, when I was just starting to wake up and you were being attacked all over the place. You got attacked twice, and then your daughter got attacked, and I went to what was doing it. You know, you can see energy and stuff all over the place. So what did I do? First time I went to that thing that was attacking you, and I told her to back off. It's female. A female soul, 47% negative. And Dr. Parker can actually see energy. She's very strong. So she knows this stuff is real already. She's lost in the religion thing, but she's human essence inside, is strong energy, but, you know, she doesn't know better. She can see spirit, but she can't see the other side. Like I said, there's nothing as strong as what I am, so it's easier for me to see the stuff. I'll tell you what, though, there's a lot of people that can see a lot of stuff. Michelle can see a pretty good bit. Paul is an incredible seer. There's a lot of folks coming up. But anyway, I gave this spirit, 47% negative soul, one warning. It was inside another person in Switzerland. Guy's name is Janik, I think. Jarek, something like that. And they were dating, and long distance and whatever. But the guy was 27% negative, and he let this negative soul inside. So she would run him from time to time. So anyway, I went ahead and told her once and to stop. And then she went back and attacked Dr. Parker again, second time. And I told her, I said, this is it. I said, you ever do anything like that again, then that's it. You're dead. You don't exist anymore. And then that next morning, see, Switzerland and over here is a few hours difference. Then next thing you know, Beverly called me up and she goes, Jay, she just attacked my daughter. I was talking with a friend of mine, Fran Smith, at the time, a very wonderful person, an iridologist. Again, she's embedded in a religion. That's the way she was raised. It's not, you know, it's not the basic thought process that people want to follow, but the important thing is you wake up and become aware of things, and then you understand for yourself, okay? And you do whatever you want to do. It's not you're being told you have to do something, except stop abusing. That's coming down like a hammer. And guess whose hand is holding the hammer? Me. That hammer's part of me. Um, this crap's gonna stop. That's why I was made. What's inside me, that's why I was made. It's the largest focal point of error. My power level's crazy. I've told some of you that you're lit, and I don't lie. Okay, can I screw up? Yes. Can I make a mistake? Yes. Can I see something wrong? Yes. Everything can. You look for perfect. Why? You're wasting your time. It doesn't exist. You're going to lead a frustrated life trying to find something that's not real. You might as well go look for that purple and pink bunny rabbit. Okay. Um, my energy, where it comes out of my body, I've told a lot of you, if I put you in a helicopter and I put you in the middle of the U.S., that your energy literally floats on both sides of the oceans. It'll touch the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Okay, that's where I was going earlier when I fell off track on that. Um, like these yogis or whatever these dudes are, swamis, whatever. Um, they literally try to glorify themselves and they say, "Oh, I can teach you to extend your aura 15 feet, but it is hard to do it 150 feet like me." Yeah, bullshit. Okay, almost none of you can even fit in a state. Okay, um, my energy goes from here a solid 4/5 of the way to the nearest star. It's like Centauri something or other. Okay, I'm a powerhouse. That's all I can do these things. And that spirit that went and attacked her daughter, yes, dead. It's dead as hell. I can grab a hold of that thing as long as it's metaphysical, where it's not something where I'm going to telekinetically move something around or do something that really pulls more attention to me, because it can never be about another person, about another spirit, nothing. From now on, things are going to be about family. Not some God, not some Messiah, some supposed Messiah that didn't even do 90% of the stuff he was supposed to do. And the stuff that he did do, it's like, I'm talking about Jesus right now, when he was, the wedding at Cana, that was his and Mary Magdalene, okay? And then Jesus told Mary, he said, "Hey man, I'm being told, turn the water to wine." And she said, "Do it." He goes, "No, I'm not ready. You know, I can't do this. I don't have it." And his mother, Mother Mary, who by the way was 47% male energy, she said, "Just do it." So he went like this to do it, and then his primary angel, archangel, literally turned the water to wine. The Immaculate Birth? Are you kidding me, right? That's a joke. Jesus was born in a manger. He was born, excuse me, on the road while his family was traveling. They had so much money. They come from the house of David. Duh. They had so much money that they stayed in a inn on the way that actually was so high class that they had their own stable where they took care of everyone's animals that were coming through. It was like a 5-star resort. And it was in a room I talked about in the video. I told you exactly where everything was, who was there, and what happened, and in the room when he was born. He was human essence inside. You know, he was a lot of human essence is arrogant. But anyway, so I've proved to a lot of you that are aware what's going on the other side. You'll call me up. There's stuff bothering you. I literally go right then and there immediately and kill it while we're still on the phone, and all of a sudden it goes away, and you folks are like, okay. That's how you started finding out about me. And you government agencies, you're such a joke. You really are. Come and knock on my front door. Just wanting to know, who the hell is this guy? How does he do this stuff? And then there's this big red flag all of you had. Stay away from him. He can go in your mind and do all kinds of stuff. Every time I went to get on a plane, you were so worried, the CIA, about me going somewhere. And just being on a plane and going into the pilot's head to make him crash. Killing myself too. Really? I've stayed poor. I eat good? Yeah, too good. But I eat good. But so does all the animals around me. I feed so many animals. We bought people barns that help. I mean, hell. There's only so much I can do. And I've been kept out of the primetime media for good reason. It ain't about me. It's about my job. It's the message. Once again, I had to kill stuff on the other side, and I have to leave you this book. This book tells you what exists on the other side. The first book tells you exactly what happened. And I made the section about me killing everything over there, I made it as short as possible. This is not about me. This is about all of you becoming yourself. I'm the damn janitor. That's all. It's my job to clean up, and I'm doing it. But I have to get the hell out of this damn body in order to finish cleaning up. Now, the negative stuff is wasn't near the problem that the arrogant clean stuff is on the other side. Okay? Because it wanted to play God. The original first being male and female always, always, always was abusive, controlling, praise me, this kind of crap. I mean, that's wrong. Sorry, that ain't going to happen anymore. You praise something, you make it arrogant. That's not going to be allowed. Period. Does all this change happen overnight? No. Is some of it going to happen immediately? Yes. Is some of it happening now? Yes. That's what all this crap is about. I get so I've done everything I can to explain everything that's going on in my life, including leaving. My problem leaving, everything else that's over there, there's little pieces of pathetic spirit over there that are strong enough, or a little piece of very old, there's one little piece recently, the original first being male, that had broken off a long time ago, and it's just out running around hiding, very smart. And it took the second, the new angels, the second group, it took the new ones and got 80% of them, about 80% of them, to literally go against me. It was pretty funny. They don't exist anymore. What I can do as energy while I'm in a body on the other side is ridiculous. And a lot of you know it. The problem is I can't finish my job until I get out of here. To those in the know, to those that have been attacked by stuff, you know what I can do. You've seen it. You've seen the stuff bother you. You've actually, those of you that can see strong enough, you've actually watched it die. You call me up, I kill it, and you're actually seeing it. And then you and your family all of a sudden aren't being bothered by all this crap happening to you. Being metaphysically attacked, folks, is not nice. It'll drive you insane. Right, Jason Womble, who's not here anymore? The other side is where things happen, folks. They're the controllers. Over here is what they set up to, it's a different dimension, third dimension. It's the second dimension where everything happens that controls things. Third dimension right here, this is a physical realm where the second dimension can control basic events by going into you and controlling them and move matter. You know, it's not a problem. Not when it's strong enough. But as I got rid of the original first being male and female, and then the other two sets of clean source energy, male and female source spirit, that really arrogant ones, and then kept getting rid of more arrogant stuff. I've been at this stuff for 7.5 years. Some of you that are really strong, readers, seers, psychics, whatever you want to call it, and I say metaphysical practitioners, those who have awoken. It's like Dr. Kate Brooks in Atlanta here. You know, she's something of a friend of mine, a close acquaintance anyway. We have a good time when we get together and talk. But she looked at me at one time and just, Jay, you're even fighting when you're sleeping. I said, yeah, I get maybe 6 to 9 days mornings off a year where I wake up and I'm not fighting something. I've been killing it, cleaning it. Now my issue is, it's time for me to go home, okay? I wasn't supposed to go home until September 2018. Everything got changed. And I killed the crap out of the stuff over there. There's still some, I cannot see everything while I'm in this head. I've told many of you that you're so intelligent, and the knowledge, the understanding that you have, as sentient energy, which is called spirit. Sentient energy is spirit. As spirit, you're so intelligent that trying to put any of that, trying to take that and put it into any kind of physical brain is like pouring a swimming pool into a water balloon. You can't. Why don't I remember? How are you going to remember a trillion lives that lasted an average of whatever, 80, 100 years? How the hell are you going to remember that? I can't remember what I did 3 days ago. Or yesterday, for that matter. Of course, I'm different, but it's still the same principle. Those of you who have cranked up, your head is physically grown. Your brain is physically grown. Your abilities, your fortitude. 99, well over 90% of you, your heads have really physically grown. Just literally. Your hats don't fit and everything. I've been called up and cussed out for it, actually. Not aggressively, but still. FBI, homeless insecurity, as I like to call you. NSA, all you guys, goofballs, man. You used to follow me around everywhere. Now you just watch me on satellite because you figure it's safer. Every once in a while you pop in nearby. You have a basic idea of some of the stuff I can do because of the equipment you have. Then you have no desire to get it out, so what I do in front of you isn't as important, is it? That's okay, I have a little more leeway. But see, I love y'all too. Those of you that I've met in different agencies, and hi, how you doing? Say, hey, here, your son, your little boy, cool dude, blonde hair, blue eyes, he's awesome. Your wife, beautiful. I love you like I love them. And they look at me like, and they just literally get the hell out of there. This one guy left Barnes & Noble, and then he turned around and came in. He was trying to hide, walking in and out of the aisles, and I'm like, hi. Costco. Kind of funny. And I always had that offer out on the table, just buy me a cup of coffee, I can help you. So the government agencies found out real quick I was nothing they could ever hope to control. Nothing controls me. Nothing. And they also found out I was not a threat to them as far as they could assess. So they leave me alone, just watch me around airports. So, where's all this going? Why am I talking about some of the power that I have, some of the things I can do, who I really am inside, the fact that I'm about to run your lives when I get out of here? Let's get to the meat of that. I've killed everything that want to keep me in a body and abuse me. There's little pieces here and there that I cannot see. Human mind, human brain, but you can only do so much. My head, as you've watched my head, you can see in my early videos, my head's growing everywhere, but physically it's ridiculous. MRIs prove what I can do for a physical brain. No one's ever been able to do that. Just me. This guy right here, I'm the only one that's ever been able to do that. Now, I've got some other Source family members here that I've cranked up, and then they're coming alive. They're starting to do it too. Okay? They can do it, and they've started. But me, I'm the big thing. So, there's an idea of, there's a little bit of a sneak peek as to what I really am. And I'm really upset because my job is not being here anymore. I wrote you books, so you have the information. I've taken out all the big stuff. But now as I'm going to leave, I have a new problem. Okay? Now there's something part of it I'm aware of, and we're trying to find a way around me having to take care of this personally. And here's the meat of this video. I'm going. I have to go. I have no choice. I must. It's not just that my honor to my job to you demands it. It's necessary. I mean, it's to walk from one point to another. You have to take each next step. I'm leaning forward to take that next step. My foot's in the air. I can't quite get it down yet. I'm trying to do this in a proper fashion to hopefully leave more value in my words that I've left you. But if I have to take myself home, you need to understand why. Okay? Insanity like this Jason Womble pushed over the edge, or all the other people that have done something as rash as put a gun to the head. If someone had to do something, if a man had to do something to protect his family and he went ahead and did it, at least you understand why he did it. Okay? I've used this analogy before. It's similar, very similar. If a father ran in front of or a man ran in front of a car to grab a child and get it out of harm's way because it was about to be hurt, killed, and then he got killed. He committed suicide, I guess you can call it. But it's not, don't think of it as suicide. That's a crazy word. He had to go, he did what he knew he needed to do. That's all, period. Now the animal spirit has never lied to me, never. Never. They can be incorrect about telling of what's going to happen in the future, because they'll tell you exactly what's in the future. And I can see it and read it too. But you know what? Everything changes. And on the other side, there's no command structure. There's no organized structure. I've got stuff over there screaming at me, begging me to hurry up and come home. But the problem is, even the things that aren't totally arrogant and stuff over there, right now they're feeling like I'm boss over there. They're the boss over there. They're saying, I'm boss. Yes, Jay will get home. He'll die of old age. It'll all be okay. No. So, and I had a piece of Lucifer, one of his focal points. The main part of him is still where I put him, in this place healing inside this dimension I access through my head. You see my videos where I take something and I'll actually put it into my head. That's storing the energy or the being itself. I have so much stuff stored in that dimension that goes, you enter through my head. It's crazy. Archangel Michael's in there, complete. There's not a piece of him anywhere. He's all in my head, or in that dimension access through my forehead. Waiting to come out again. He's awesome. Lucifer, just like him, man. Love, awesome. But this piece of Lucifer was helping me, and then there's this little piece of the original male first being that wasn't all, it was strong, but only a little bit for a little piece. To me, he's nothing. It's like blowing out a candle. But he convinced him to not to help me get out of the body. All spirit has to do, as long as it's strong enough, is to reach into my body, grab my heart, and I've had this done to me, okay, before, when I first started waking up. Grab my heart, squeeze it, it's a heart attack, and boom, you die. Then the body dies and I can come out. So after getting rid of the bad stuff, that sure as hell did not want me out of my body, especially not after I started all this crap, because they know I come home, it's finished. So they wanted to keep me in the body. And then now, fine, I did my job, now it's time to come out. One thing after the other is failing in their responsibility to get me out of this body, because they want to play God. That's their death. And everything that's doing that, I'm killing. I've killed one after the other. Now, there's one more thing coming. Not giving you any time or anything else. It's one last thing. And if that doesn't come up, I'll take care of this myself. And that's why I had to say this. I wanted you to know why, what's going on, and why. If I have to go to that point, I want you to know why I did. That's the whole reason for this video. I have a job. My job is you. Your welfare is paramount. So, it's sad. It really is. It's a sad situation. But that's why I haven't left yet. I've had so many people I talk to all the time about everything. I want you all to know. I want you to be aware of everything around you. That's what I tell about it. I've had people say, you actually talk to people about this? I might just tell them out of the blue. This one lady, I was a mechanic working on cars, and the lady was so worried about it. She's like, what am I going to do? My daughter. She was like, whatever, like, or teenager, um, and early teenager in school. And I told her about a car, and she wasn't even listening. So it was such a big thing in her head. I just talked to her about it. I wasn't being rude. I said, "Ma'am, look, this is the problem with your car, okay?" And then, I saw her just all upset and out there, and I said, "Look, let me tell you something. This thing with your daughter, it's okay. In the next week and a half, less than 2 weeks, your daughter's going to get over it." I said, "That's the time frame for what's going on with her." I said, "She's learning more. She's got peer pressure. She's a little girl. You're so worried like she's breaking away. She's not. Your husband, he's a good guy. He cares. He works hard to take care of things. She knows she has a happy life. She's trying to understand herself, and she's got some real ditzy friends in school and they're, peer pressure as a kid is nuts." Um, and then, she had a younger son, and she just looked at me like, "How do you know that?" I said, "I just know it. I just said I'm different, but the only reason I said anything was because you were so worried about it, and I wanted you to stop worrying." And she said, "Do you talk to everyone like this?" I said, "Yes. Why not? If I have this ability, it's my job to use it. If I really want to help you, if I really care about you, it's my job to say something. And it doesn't matter what you think about me. It matters what I do. It matters to myself. And it just so happens I have a big responsibility." There's something I say in these movies. I think they said it in Spider-Man or something like that. With great power comes great responsibility. If you have honor in heart, yes. That's what I am. I'm heart energy. I have honor, equality, compassion, the sense of equality. It comes from being protector. Same way Archangel Michael and Lucifer have an understanding of honor, equality, and compassion. It's because they've been protecting it. They were made protector angels. Am I frustrated? Hell yeah. Things suffer every day. I see it. I feel it. The energy everywhere. That source field. Guess what? Yeah, part of me. It's like my skin. I feel it. I have to make myself numb as much as I can, and it's driving me crazy. I can't do it. I gotta go. There's physical people and animals close to me that need me. I have to go to take care of them. Everything everywhere needs me to get the hell out of here. When I get out of the body and I go home, I literally sit on top of everything. My presence is known. The first thing I do when I get this body is I'm me. I can see everything that exists everywhere. Any dimension, it doesn't matter. I built the damn dimensions. It doesn't matter. Arrodate inside. Not Jay. I'm talking about what I am inside, the real me. One wave of energy, everything I want is dead. And then it's just the command structure. The animals are waiting to serve in the new jobs. They're sentinels. They're going to be running around everywhere. They're going to be finding things, seeing things. I will be aware of a lot, but I'm going to have a lot of stuff going on. I'm literally changing the format of creation to compassion, honor, and equality. That's what I'm doing. And Lily is literally the loving energy, the loving mother energy that's going to help you all heal and walk into your new buildings, your new homes of compassion, honor, and equality. And we're going to learn how to run things because we've never done it. It'll be difficult. We're going to learn how to run things, figure the system out, get it down pat. And then in the meantime, as we're doing this, we've already put together. I've already put together, but she did too before this life. We were putting together some basic councils. Every form of spirit, every different form of spirit is going to have some council with 2 representatives, and then y'all have one major council with all the sub councils in there representing each other, and then y'all have other councils underneath each individual group, and then you'll run yourselves. Because we're going to stay out of that, except literally, Lily will be the loving mother energy, and what I am inside is like big brother, father. It's compassion, but it's protection in the field. Uh, my job is to provide, will be to provide the field everywhere that's necessary. When you all astral project and go everywhere, you go through the field. David Wilcock talks about some Chinese folks that when a guy was remote viewing, that all of a sudden the number of photons, the actual number of photons in a room, started lighting up. Well, that's because when the guy went to remote view, what David was thinking was that David Wilcock was thinking is that when this guy goes to look at something else, he's opening up a portal, and the photons from outside are being brought through this vortex into the room. No. The damn field inside that room, when that guy made the intention to actually go remote view, he went to use his brain, power it up, and to go see. The field generates more energy right then and there to help it. It's like a surfer being on a surfboard, paddling and standing up, and all of a sudden a wave comes out of nowhere and pushes him. That's part of the job of the field. I'm getting a little antsy right now, and that's because I'm really behind getting stuff done. I've been held back hard. I'm tired of it. Y'all need to know what's going on, and it's gonna happen. But I've had so many friends too that I've told everything to, explained everything and opened up my personal life when I really didn't need to or definitely didn't want to. Told you what's going on and leaving, and then it keeps getting torn down. I get my hopes up when something good, a piece of spirit I think I can trust, and then it turns around and bites me. It's just kind of like, that's enough of this. So anyway, things will change. The next 100 years is going to be crazy. In the next 2-3 weeks, I'm going to put out the final videos that I was hoping to get done. I'm going to do one about animal spirit energy. Let me say this right now. Dr. Stephen D. Farmer, really cool guy. He's Source Inside. He really understands animal energy. Nobody can talk to animals the way I do. Just because of what I am. I have a lot of stuff I want to tell you about them, the different energies, what they bring to you. But if you want to start finding out something for sure, really, really damn good, look up Stephen D. Farmer. He's got a website, earthmagic.net. And I'll put mine out, and I'll go over as many animals as I can. When I've had conferences, consultations, with some of you, every once in a while I'll see an animal with you, and it's not from this planet, it's from another one. And man, those are hard to describe. It's energy that's hanging around, and sometimes an actual animal spirit that's had lives with you, and that's how it's showing itself to me. Because remember, it's spirit, it's sentient energy. It's like looking at electricity going through a wire. That's really hard to do, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I can do some weird stuff, but you have to have an image in your brain to communicate with spirit when you're trying to look at it. You have to have an image of you throw images back and forth. It's a thought process. And if your human brain doesn't have that image to actually show you what it looks like, it can be hard to develop it. And you have to focus too much. And I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot, okay? So it's I can see some stuff clear, but some of it I'll pick out little pieces and tell you, and the rest, sorry, you're on your own. Anyway, so I'm still working with spirit on the other side to literally come in and crush my heart or give me an aneurysm in the head. Once they start, I can help it with the aneurysm. I can almost do that myself, but I went to do that one time years ago when I just wanted to kill a spidey and get out, and I was succeeding, and Fran screamed real quick, and it popped me out, and then once she popped me out of it, then it hurt so, my brain hurt so bad. It was like 2.5 months. My brain was killing me. They actually had to go in and repair it, but something happened then where I can't do it anymore. Had it been allowed to continue, I'd have physically ripped the brain. She can see things like that. She actually saw me doing it, so she screamed and it pulled me right out. Anyway, so That's what I'm waiting on. Why isn't Jay gone yet? I've mentioned it a little bit, but that's the basic. That's the whole 9 yards. I'm waiting to get some help out of here, but one way or the other, I'm leaving, forcibly or not. It doesn't matter. So I'm frustrated. I'm tired of explaining it. So now I have a video out there where if someone wants to know, they're gonna have why aren't I gone yet? They have exactly why. But more importantly, that's not why I made the video. More importantly, it's about you understanding who the hell I was, what the hell was going on, and if I do have to take command of this myself, at least you know why. It wasn't because, oh, I can't take life anymore. Okay, no, that ain't it. I got a job. I might have to jump in front of that damn car because it ain't about me. Just like that dad that does that for his kids because he loves them, or the man that was kind enough because he had so much compassion to put himself in harm's way because he had a job in his heart. He knew what was right. Yeah, well, that's me too. So there you have it, folks. Believe what you want. Don't believe what you don't want. It's all good. Things are not like you think. Things are almost, until you wake up or you become pretty much woken up, you never fully wake. Excuse me, you never fully awake really until you're out of your body. And then you have all your faculties. You're free. You have access to all your knowledge and everything else. It's the awakening process. The more awake you are, the more you can see. I do love all of you. Karen is Lily's primary focal point. She's the only thing that can love more than I do. She's incredible. But she actually does have that power. That's who she is. I would tell her I love you. She'd say I love you more, and I couldn't say no. I'd be incorrect, and that would make it a lie. If I know about it ahead of time, then it's a lie. If I make a mistake, then I make a mistake. Can't help that. None of us can. But anyway, I have a job to do. It's not a car coming to kill you, but it's your new format, your new way of life, where all these abuse frequencies I've talked about will never be formed again. That's another thing I have to do when I get out of here, is finish cleaning up all the abuse frequencies and everyone. Folks, I got a lot of work to do. I can't stay. So if it ever comes down to that, refer your friends to this if they say something. Just say, no, this is what's going on. Give them the opportunity to understand what the hell happened and why. Well, folks, love you. That's it in a nutshell. Okay? I didn't leave much out. I've never said stuff like that about myself. I never had any intention. But because things have come to where they are, I had to. If I have to take care of this myself, you need to know why. I want you to know why. That's the only reason. Anyway, folks, love you. Take care. Have a good morning. I got to get some coffee, and your Hercs are really waiting. Love you, folks. Have a good one. See you soon.